It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Colts and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down now, Calhoun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Calhoun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Let's go! Let's go! Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. Calhoun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Breaks a tackle.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll run. And from the 9, they get this to the... So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team. Because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor dances by him, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Throwing, Winston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Calhoun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 7 yards the pickup there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. On 2nd down, Calhoun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give right side. Calhoun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw again.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Turner. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking for Shepard deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 27, Winston. He rifles one that's picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays
plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, he did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On on first down. Calhoun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Second and 5. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burton?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
What a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down. Being chased out left.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Calhoun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And to give this time to the tailback. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 14. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them, because that might very well be all the points they need.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Winston readies the offense. Down by 15. Just under 2 minutes to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Pass complete to Ebron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. They go play action. Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Winston from the gun on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong